just before Christmas. That stark fact attaches enormous importance upon the first derby madrileño at the new Estadio Wanda Metropolitano. And a look at the current La Liga standing shows Barcelona with a healthy lead at the top, extending their unbeaten league record this season to 12 matches earlier today, winning 3-0 at Leganés. Neither Real or Atletico Madrid have ever come from this far behind to win a La Liga title. Well, welcome to this wonderful arena. It's been Atletico Madrid's home only since September. They had to start the campaign playing their first league games away from home while this Wanda Metropolitano was being finished off. Has a capacity of just short of 67,000. They had 63,500 nearly here for the visit of Barcelona. I suspect the derby madrileño will top that tonight. It's been a hot ticket all around the Spanish capital. Perfect conditions here for two teams, Jerry, who've shown cracks this season and have an awful lot of work to do to catch Barca.
Yeah, both sides are struggling, Kevin. I think they get their true form. They've got some fantastic players in the squad. Real Madrid's been riddled with injuries. You know, you've got Rafael Varane back tonight, but he's been out injured. And they've had very important players out, key players. And also the lack of form for the likes of Benzema and Ronaldo, who haven't been scoring goals in the league quite readily this season. Same for Griezmann, though, Kevin. Another one who has been scoring goals readily for Atletico Madrid.
Well, before the international break, both teams had a welcome win, and Diego Simeone is making one change from the team that won late on with a Thomas Partey goal at Deportivo La Coruña. The goalkeeper for Atletico Madrid tonight is Jan Oblak. It's pretty much a settled look. I say a settled look to the back four for Simeone. He has got arguably his first choice left back Felipe Luis returning to the squad after injury, but doesn't arrive straight back into the starting 11. I can tell you that the one change for Simeone is Koke for Augusto Fernandez in midfield. Here's the goalkeeper Oblak, and the back four, Lucas Hernandez retaining that place at left back. Savic is very much the partner for good in these days at the expense of Jimenez. Strong looking midfield. Thomas Partey is a much improved player this season alongside the captain Gabi there. And Jerry was talking about Griezmann's drought, his longest drought since he joined Atletico Madrid. No goal in his last 7 appearances for Atleti. Angel Correa will be his partner. Experienced referee for a big game, David Fernandez Borbolan. Never the easiest fixture to officiate this one. Needs to be right on top of proceedings from the off, our match referee. Zidane makes 3 changes from Real Madrid's 3-0 home win over Las Palmas. A return for Dani Carvajal following a heart condition, his first start in 9 matches. Rafa Varane's back as well. Nacho and Jesus Vallejo make way. Luka Modric returns after injury, replacing Marco Asensio. Benzema and Ronaldo are very much in need of goals. Mid-November, and just 1 each in La Liga so far for that pair this season. Well, a moment's reflection there to remember former Atletico Madrid player Revilla, who sadly passed away. Well, Simeone and his team started the season scoring for fun, 7 in their first 2 league games, but only 9 in 9 La Liga matches since. And so much responsibility on Griezmann, and when he's not firing, there is a concern certainly on who's going to hit the back of the net. I suppose Thomas Partey has weighed in with a few from midfield, but the opportunities that the likes of Gamero, Torres and Vieto have had, just 1 goal between that trio so far this season. Well, there went a lot of years, Jerry, you and I have been covering Spanish football for long enough to remember when Atletico Madrid just used to bow the knee against Real Madrid. But recently in league matches, I know they've lost those two high-profile Champions League finals against their eternal capital neighbours. But in recent league meetings, Atletico have certainly had the better of it. They've won 4 of the last 8 and lost only 1.
Yeah, Kevin, and you can see the style. It's press, 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 straight at the very start. To make mistakes for Real Madrid, to put them under pressure, work that first touch, and it's what they're very good at, and that sets the pattern for the rest of the game. But Real Madrid have got a lot of players who are off form for me. You know, the midfield's not been functioning. Modric, Toni Kroos, you know, they've all been underperforming. Casemiro. They really need to find their best form. The champions from last year, but they haven't looked like champions. And no, there's been problems with injuries, but everybody has injuries. You've got to cope with it and get on with it.
Well, a draw suits neither side tonight in their quest to chase down Barcelona. Just a reminder, Barca have that 11-point lead over both Real and Atletico Madrid after their win at Leganés earlier today. So you have to feel that one of these two has to win tonight to be no further than 8 behind, with almost a third of the season gone. Yes,
absolutely, Kevin. Losing 2 points, you know, a draw is no good to any of them. They've got to win the games and put pressure on Barcelona. You've got the Clásico coming up just before Christmas, Kevin. That's going to be a big 6-pointer, whatever way you look at it, as Karim Benzema loses possession out to Juan Fran.
Well, he's done well enough there, Juan Fran, who was under a lot of pressure for his right-back berth, but Šime Veselýko, the Croatian international, is not available to Simeone at the moment.
The other thing is, Benzema's not under pressure for his position up front. We spoke about it before. Morata, scoring goals for Chelsea readily, hasn't been on the bench, and I don't think there's any pressure on Ronaldo or Karim Benzema, and that's a problem for Real Madrid.
There's Carvajal, just been given the medical all clear to return after that heart scare.
Oh,
given away cheaply by Marcelo. Here's Griezmann, has to wait for support around him. Challenge came in, it's broken kindly here for Correa. Wonderful opportunity for Angel Correa. Simeone can't believe that he's missed the target.
Well, neither can I, Kevin. Open goal, big mistake at the back. This is the thing I was talking about earlier. They're all at 6s and 7s because they're being put under pressure. And mistakes at the back by the defence gives the ball away, and Angel Correa should have made it 5 goals for the season. What a chance.
Modric. Sergio Ramos, who scored a couple of penalties in the midweek friendly 3-3 draw against Russia. Should be Oblaks.
Here's a mistake. Poor pass from Marcelo. You can see now when they give the ball away here, you think the danger's gone, but it's, look at this, toe poke from Varane, puts him straight through. He's onside. He should have scored. Angel Correa. What a let off.
Good in. Savic. 8th successive league start for the Montenegrin international, Stefan Savic. Good in. Header on from Saul, but was lacking any support, didn't do much with the header in truth.
Well, Real Madrid's got to weather the storm, Kevin. You know, they can't afford to make mistakes. This is the toe poke from Rafael Varane that put Angel Correa in. He lifted over the advancing goalkeeper, Casilla, but he doesn't hit the target. And I wonder, will he get a better chance than that in the rest of the game?
Benzema. Carvajal. Ramos. Kroos. Nice touch from Isco. Referee might have applied advantage.
There's been a couple of those little silly challenges. You know, one on Marcelo, and that was Koke. Referee wasn't happy with it. Now, that one from Thomas Partey. He upends Isco. Referee will let maybe one or two go in the initial stages, Kevin, and then he's going to have to start booking people.
Toni Kroos stands over the Real Madrid free kick. Plays it short here to Modric. Marcelo. Isco. Savic with the clearing header and further away by Correa. Isco. Support from Marcelo. It's a well-timed run. Savic is there again.
Well, two pair first touches. The second one from Toni Kroos. Ball goes out for a throw-in.
In terms of the two technical areas, I don't think you can find two more contrasting head coaches than Zinedine Zidane, whose cool demeanour jars a little bit with that of Simeone. He'll be full of waving arms and scuttling legs around his technical area. Kicks every ball.
He does. He's totally engrossed in everything that happens, every single ball. He still lives and breathes football.
And both men, of course, Jerry, had experience as players in this fixture.
Yeah, they did. And they've had highs and lows, both of them. But, you know, I remember in Simeone's day, you know, in mid-90s, Kevin, they were the double champions. And he was the captain of the team, and he expects his players to perform the way he did and win trophies. And they have won trophies under him, but I think he'd like to win a lot more. But they don't have the resources and obviously the squad that the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid have got.
Good offer here from Griezmann. Support from Lucas. Back with Antoine Griezmann. And goes Saul, but well headed away there by Casemiro. Lively start. So many of these players coming back from midweek international duty. So many of them out there, of course, will be going to the World Cup in Russia next summer.
Well, Luka Modric will be happy with Croatia and his performance in the first leg. They won 4-1. He scored and put in a great cross for another one of the goals. And that's where they won the match against Greece. So he's a happy person.
Carvajal. In steps Diego Godin. Now Gabi. Thomas Partey. Better down into a regular role for Simeone, the Ghanaian this season. Here's Correa, who's at the best chance. And across comes Varane. He does that. Casemiro it was who sniffed the danger. Timed that perfectly. Casemiro's there again to close off Correa.
That's good refereeing. There was a little clip of his heels, Casemiro's heels. The referee was going to give the advantage. You can see Angel Correa, what a great run, Kevin. Drives into the heart of the Real Madrid defence. Causes a lot of problems past Marcelo really easy. But Casemiro comes around as a cover player.
Here's Varane. Back after a two-match absence. Rafa Varane's actually missed 6 games this season owing to injury. Real Madrid have had injuries to key players this season.
Carvajal 8 games, Kevin. Varane did miss 6 games, but he was 2 games on the bench as well, trying to get back into it. So they need the consistency, and that's what Real Madrid haven't had.
They've had to deal with Ronaldo's suspension as well, rather self-inflicted that. There's a contact there from Carvajal.
Well, how much has Lucas overreacted to it? There's no doubt Carvajal put his leg up, but these players nowadays, Kevin, you don't know if they're feeling an injury or if they're trying to get somebody booked. I don't think there's much wrong with him, to be honest. He wins it. Well, he pulls his leg away, Kevin, and it's his knee clashes against the other knee. That's a nothing challenge, and he's made a meal of it.
Just on the subject of Real Madrid injuries, I'm afraid Gareth Bale's pulled up with another problem in training this week. Just as he was eyeing a comeback, Godin sees that out safely. 9th match in a row that the Welsh international has missed tonight.
Yeah, they're missing him big time, Kevin. You know, he gives him another outlet. I would say certainly Ronaldo and Karim Benzema are missing him because his pace. He provided lots of ammunition. He got great crosses and he scored goals as well. He actually got more goals than Karim Benzema has, and he hasn't played for 8-9 games now.
Varane. Isco nicely onto Benzema. Cristiano Ronaldo got 2 hat-tricks against Atletico Madrid last season. This is Isco. Excellent cutback, well defended by Godin. Now Kroos. Marcelo. Carvajal. In towards Ronaldo with Juan Franz in front there and concedes the corner.
Good play from Real Madrid there, really good play. Ronaldo on the left-hand side, I think that's his first touches really. A couple of little step overs, trying to confuse Juan Fran. He's got cover coming back in to help Thomas Partey. Slips it into Isco, who cuts it back, and it's excellent defending.
Corner work short here to Isco. Can't link again though with Toni Kroos, and here's Antoine Griezmann. Correa, 1-2, Koke.
Well, the final ball was poor and didn't give Angel Correa a real chance. Both sides settling down. A lot of the squad will have been away for both sets of players because of the international duty, Kevin.
If you have just joined the game, Atletico Madrid had a wonderful chance in the opening moments for Angel Correa, a one-on-one with Kiko Casilla, and he put the ball wide. Still no Keylor Navas for Real Madrid amongst the injuries. Costa Rican international.
Well, the pressing is still being applied by Atletico Madrid.
Marcelo sweeps the ball accurately to Carvajal. Benzema back with Dani Carvajal. Here's Modric. Struck Godin. He didn't know too much about it. No foul there. Casemiro on Correa. Carvajal. It's going to be a lot to deal with that for Isco. He's unlucky.
Wasn't he just, Captain? His first touch was unbelievably good. He's had a jump 6 feet to catch this one. Have a look. Super. And then the next touch, it just gets away from him. Well, he tries a little drag, but and you can see there's no challenge from Casemiro, and that's why the referee didn't give a free kick.
Correa.
That's an interesting ball.
Kiko Casilla looked like he was going to come initially and then has to deal with the back pass, which was a little wide from Carvajal.
Looked a bit apprehensive, didn't he?
Thomas Partey. Lucas Hernandez, his brother, a substitute for Real Madrid. In goes Koke. It's well defended by Sergio Ramos. Had to stick tight to Koke there.
It's good movement from Koke, Kevin. Excellent movement, trying to get across the front of the defenders there. Sergio Ramos wins the corner kick. That gives a chance for Savic and Godin to get forward.
Nicely did at a corner. Can see her amongst the crowd. It drops kindly in the end for Benzema. Now Modric. Juan Fran's got to get across and does so. He cuts off Ronaldo at the pass. Excellent reading of the play there from the experienced Juan Fran.
That was fabulous defending, wasn't it, Kevin? Well, Fran wanted it, didn't he? He really wanted it. Showed great pace. You could call him veteran stage as well now, isn't he? 32.
Just fancy if you'd turned the clock back 5 years, I'm not sure he'd have got there ahead of Ronaldo. Partey. Correa. He's got an early ball on if he can just drop it in for Griezmann. Just enough cover in the end there initially from Ramos.
It's a good fly.
Toni Kroos. Ronaldo. Godin covering the run of Benzema. Calmly done. Really good tempo to the opening 16 minutes.
It's a good football, Kevin. Really is. Final ball there let Benzema down. It was a poor pass from Ronaldo, but the build-up was excellent before that. Well, he doesn't need to make it that obvious. He's trying to go the other way. That's a cracking ball in. And he steps over at Coque in the hope that someone's going to be in a better position than him.
Juan Fran. Koke. Gabby. Juan Fran in towards Griezmann. Closely policed there by Varane, and the goal kick's been given.
He wanted a corner. He thinks he'll come off the defender last. Let's have a look. See, Varane puts his foot across here. Well, it's clearly off Varane last. Clearly. Linesman can't give it if he doesn't see it. He obviously didn't see it, Kevin. Wonderful ball in from Juan Fran, though, and the movement's been good. The two front men have got good pace and trying to make it work for them as Benzema wins a free kick and gets a kick as well in the head.
Real Madrid players unhappy about that. They felt that was unnecessary.
It was totally unnecessary. Well, Senor Bourbalan is under a bit of pressure here, and what is Fernandez Bourbalan going to do? Free kicks there. Now watch as he's lying on the ground. He gets it full in the head. But he doesn't need to kick the ball, Angel Correa. Not that direction. That's totally out of order. And Zinedine Zidane knows it.
Lovely shot from the aerial camera. This magnificent arena, which will host the 2018 Copa del Rey final and the Champions League final in 2019. Five-star stadium, about 17 kilometers from Atletico Madrid's previous home of the Vicente Calderón. If you know your Spanish capital, up near the airport is where you'll find the Wanda Metropolitano. Atletico Madrid only beaten once this season, and it was here by Chelsea in the Champions League.
I have to say it was a particularly very good performance by Chelsea. They were magnificent on the night. You have to be if you're going to win here. This is not an easy stadium to come to win. Good ball for Isco.
Now
it's late.
Atletico Madrid's players turn to have words, and it's Dani Carvajal who's picked up the first yellow card of this derby.
Yeah, it's definitely late, Kevin, on Lucas. Yeah, he catches him. I still think the players make the most of the situation, Kevin. There's certainly studs coming in. make the most of it, but Simeone wants a booked. He wants to keep it all fired up. It suits them.
A lovely touch into space here. The cross looking for Griezmann. This is Thomas Partey. And now Isco for Benzema.
There was a slip from Juanfran, but Benzema's not going to get that one. Great cover from Savic. Some good football being played, Kevin. Again, just the final ball asking too much.
Safely through to Jan Oblak.
Wasn't a bad piece of play from Benzema. He's played a good one too, Kevin. Again, Marcelo's pass was too long, too much pace on it, and didn't give Benzema a chance to get on the end of it.
Good in. Koke. Good work there by Saul. This is Correa. Not much to hit in the middle, but they'll have to settle for the corner now.
Well, it's good play from Angel Correa. Great perseverance he showed there. Oh, Sergio Ramos missed his tackle though on the ground, Kevin, the sliding tackle. I thought he could have been stronger in that one.
Koke will take the Atletico corner.
Is he looking for a short one, or he just wants to bring a defender?
Godin will scamper to keep this in. Oh. Gabi. Lucas.
Oh, it's a free ball. Who gets there? Totally unmarked. Can't direct it on target, but flicks it onto the far post. He's attacking the far post.
Here's Griezmann. And now Saul joining up now. Lucas. Held at bay for now by Isco. Lucas has escaped his clutches. Biting back is Isco. All a bit untidy.
Well, they like to make it a scrap. You know, you come to Atletico Madrid, you know you're going to have a tough game. And they're making sure you have to scrap for every single loose ball.
Comes a volley, and the goalkeeper Casilla was happy that it was slightly mishit by Gabi.
Yeah, it comes off the outside of his right foot, Kevin. A bit of head tennis on here, and as it comes out to him, he hits it. It's well off the mark. Got a player on the overlap on the right side.
Appeals for handball, but Ronaldo's allowed to continue. He's left in a heap. Long ball seeks out Griezmann, safely through to Kiko Casilla.
Well, he's back up on his feet, Ronaldo. He's just setting up I think he was stunned. He's actually ran into a defender, but he looks okay.
Tony Kroos. Modric. Carvajal. Ramos. Now Marcelo.
Well, they're letting them play the ball across, Kevin, but not letting them penetrate. And at some stage, you got to make a decision on a decisive pass, trying to open up that defence, that solid defence that Atletico Madrid's got.
Only 3 goals conceded by Simeone's side in the last 9 league games. Yes, they've not been putting the goals in as regularly at the right end, but they're still very obdurate opposition. In by Marcelo. Savage clears at the expense of a Real Madrid corner.
Yeah. Now this is the control from Ronaldo. There's appeals for handball, but then he's running, he's lost his momentum, and he collides straight into Lucas, which is not Lucas's fault, and it's not a free kick.
Corner taken by Kroos.
Well, he's going to have to start all over again, Marcelo, and that's a late push.
Just caught there, Kroos, by Koke.
This is the shot from Ángel Correa, and again, I think players make the most of these situations. He could have stayed on his feet. That's a shot from Gabi, well wide.
Juanfran. Partey. There's Lucas, fancies the foot race with Modric. Pebbles from Casemiro. Not kept in by Lucas. Marcelo. Lovely turn from Juanfran. Tries to release Correa, but once again the cover's good from Casemiro.
That's good play.
Ronaldo. Carvajal to his right. Carvajal looking for Ronaldo again. Thomas Partey's able to pick out Godin.
How much has he improved in a year, Kevin, Thomas Partey? Looks so composed on the ball. Didn't look like that a year ago. And scoring goals as well, Kevin. Looks a totally different player and has won his place in this side.
3 goals as well for the Ghanaian in his last 4 appearances in all competitions. Certainly in there on merit. Here's Isco. Kroos. Marcelo. Isco. Lovely ball to Marcelo. Not for the first time, Savic in the right place for Atleti. Just over half an hour gone and only one clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity, and it was a golden one for Angel Correa with a one-on-one with Kiko Casilla. He put his shot wide of the target. Here's Kroos. Oh, nicely worked by Real Madrid! And a vital touch. Now, was there a touch from Godin? Kroos thinks there was.
He said he was clipped though, Kevin. That's what he's saying. He's looking for a penalty. Fabulous play, Toni Kroos. Really was good play. Watch this. Lovely 1-2. Ronaldo gets it back. Another pass from Ronaldo. Well, he said he was hit late. That's what he's saying. The challenge comes in from Godin. But he got the shot off. He didn't hit the target though. That's the problem. Not a penalty for me. He's had a good chance, but hasn't hit the target. Not as good a chance, I think, as Angel Correa, but a decent chance opportunity for Real Madrid.
Casemiro.
It was a bad challenge, late challenge at the end. He's letting a lot of the niggly ones go at the moment, the referee. He's only really punished Carvajal.
Isco. Isco's pass asking too much of Marcelo.
I think he was a wee bit flat-footed. Marcelo wasn't that bad a ball. And this is the opportunity again. Watch Godin coming across, Kevin. He's thrown himself in to get the block in.
It's no foul.
No,
Certainly,
it's not a foul.
He got there first, really, and that was a very presentable opportunity, that, for Toni Kroos.
Really good. It's the best chance they've had, Real Madrid's had, without a shadow of a doubt.
Space opening up for Carvajal briefly. Benzema.
Oh, good change of pace.
Ball is out.
Wow, inches over the line. Right decision though. Oh, well intercepted, Marcelo.
Kroos.
That's got to get booked.
Savic. Stefan Savic joins Dani Carvajal in the referee's book.
Yeah, there's been 3 or 4 little niggly challenges. That one, there's studs up there, Kevin. It's a lunge. He doesn't get the ball. He catches the inside of his ankle.
That's a nasty one.
It is. That's a bad one. He's accumulated a few bookings this season, Savic, and you can see why. All Black making sure the wall is where it should be.
50 clean sheets for the Slovenian Jan Oblak since Atletico Madrid bought him from Benfica. Just over £14 million. What a signing. Now, long way out, Ronaldo. Would have to be something special from here to beat one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And Oblak's down to make the save. Couldn't be sure if it was creeping in or not.
It was one of those Barnes-Wallace type shots. You can see he's hit it pace and it's dipped. Looks like it was close to the right-hand side post. He couldn't take a chance, Kevin, so he pushes it away for the corner kick.
Kroos works it short here to Modric, back out to the German international again. In goes Ramos, didn't get there though. Saul with a clearing header. Carvajal, Marcelo. Nice weight on that, header back, dangerous! And it's wide from Sergio Ramos, who I think took a bang in the mouth.
What's happened here? Well, he's got busted nose, Kevin. Was it a foot comes in?
Yeah.
That's all I can think of, because there was a great header back into the danger area. Let's have a look, see. Well, he's onside, heads it down, and it's a foot comes up. There's the header from Casemiro. Is it Lucas? See it better from this angle. It is. It's Lucas's left foot, Kevin. Wow, he volleys him in the face. Shows bravery though, Sergio Ramos, to try and put his head down into that danger area, and he's in trouble.
Well, he was certainly caught with some force there, the Real Madrid captain.
Great ball, wasn't a super ball, and great header from Casemiro back into the 6-yard box, and Ramos was looking to prosper from it. There's the touch from Griezmann.
Just get the feeling that the first goal in this fixture will be so important.
Well, the way they're playing, there's not that many chances, Kevin. There's only been two decent chances in the first half. Two of any note, really.
Real Madrid play without their captain. Ramos getting treatment to that bang to his nose. Casemiro's dropped in alongside Varane at the back. Here's Koke. Lucas worked that nicely with Koke, but Carvajal, steady interception from returning Danny Carvajal. Here's Isco. It's a superb pass to pick out Ronaldo. Benzema galloping into what he hopes will be a goal-scoring position. Ronaldo holds on, waits for more white shirts to back it up, and they'll get a corner.
Oh, what a super ball from Isco. And they're very good at coming out from defensive situations where they've had to work hard, Real Madrid, and then go on the attack. And it's a good tactical game. You can see both sides are not going gung-ho. They're keeping very solid at the back, solid at the back. I don't think either goalkeepers had a real shot on target to save. And Sergio Ramos looking to get on, but if there's any blood, the referee won't let him on.
Kroos to the corner. Savic out as far as Isco, but he couldn't win that despite his best efforts. Atletico Madrid throw.
The referee's going to check Sergio Ramos out.
Changed his shirt.
Well, acceptable from Senor Borbalan.
Lucas just a little impetuous there on Ronaldo.
Well, he needs to put pressure on him, but not too much pressure. Ronaldo's clever. He'll feel any sort of contact, and I think he makes the most of it, Kev. There's not that much pressure on him at all. He just takes the fall and gets the free kick.
Here's Marcelo. Fran with a comfortable interception now. Koke.
Oh, well won back
by Marcelo. Now Saul. Inside the last 5 minutes of normal time. This energetic first half, first derby madrileño at the wonderful Wanda Metropolitano Stadium.
Well, the team that makes the fewest mistakes, Kevin, will probably go on to win this game.
Isco. I think he shaped he was going to make that run there, Ronaldo, and then just checked.
This is fabulous play from Marcelo round one side of Angel Correa. He goes round the other way and picks it up.
Here's Correa. Juan Fran looks for Correa and finds him.
Well blocked.
Corner then to Atleti. Koke will come across to take this.
There's absolutely nothing between the two sides, Kevin. It's really close.
Barcelona would settle for a draw, that is for sure.
When you're 11 points clear, you can do that.
In by Koke. I mean, if it were a draw, to be 10 points ahead of the two Madrid giants by mid-November, it's a wonderful position for Barcelona to be in.
Absolutely. They've had a couple of injury problems, Barcelona, but it hasn't really affected them. The key players have all still been there. Good to see Suarez getting a couple of goals today. I think he needed those, Kevin.
Yeah. There's strikers out here who need a goal. Griezmann, Ronaldo, Benzema, no way through for any of that trio yet. They're yet to have a sniff at goal, any of them. Another Koke corner. Poor delivery out as far as Gavi. There's Correa. Didn't really get that under control. Kroos. In steps Gavi. Now Correa. A little bit of room opening up for the Argentine, but he can't pick out Griezmann. This is Isco. Benzema. No nonsense from Savic. Varane.
You have to take your hat off, Captain. The work ethic from Atletico Madrid's unbelievable. They close and press. Every department works so hard for each other.
This is Isco. Excellent play from Toni Kroos. Here's Isco.
Losses from their captain. They're getting into good positions. Final ball's not good enough.
Luka Modric. Ronaldo for Carvajal. Okay, losing possession. Here's Marcelo. Benzema. Isco. Space for Carvajal. Heavy touch though. Now Godin to make the interception. Followed forward by Thomas Partey. Here's the two French international teammates, Varane and Griezmann. Varane the winner of that argument.
Well, when you've got pace, which Griezmann has, you need to have pace to counter it, Kevin, and Varane has it as well.
Well into the first of two added-on minutes. Correa, pressurised by Ramos. Thomas Partey. Koke. Saul offering a bit of width. Here he is. Casemiro. Benzema. Drives at the Atletico Madrid defence. This is Isco. Then we find the back of Juan Fran. Closing moments of the first half. Correa. Gabi. Referee says that's enough for an energetic first half in the derby madrileño. There's been some good defending. There's been one standout chance for both sides. Angel Correa in the opening exchanges with a one-on-one with Casilla, but missing the target. Toni Kroos having the one real standout chance for Real Madrid. But at half-time at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano, in a key match in the chase to close down on the league leaders Barcelona, it's Atletico Madrid 0, Real Madrid 0. Well, no one can be sure which way this is going to turn, if any. What an opportunity for Atletico Madrid to give themselves real confidence early on. Toni Kroos should have put Real Madrid in front. First half highlights next.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
All right, kid. Good luck out there. This is my chance to prove myself.
Buy and keep Spider-Man Homecoming in Sky Store now.
The Health Lottery has given away in prizes over £126 million. For £1, could you be next?
You can find us in every corner of the world, watching, listening, analysing. We are everywhere, and we see everything. We are members of the world's favourite online sports betting company, and we gamble responsibly at Bet365.
You've got these kids staring up at you, and you're like...
Once you've got them, once they believe in you, that's it, you're fine, you're flying.
I think the bursary is massively important.
It was actually like a salary while I was training. I had an absolutely brilliant mentor who really developed my confidence.
The role of the mentor is to find your own way to be an outstanding teacher.
100% that was the best decision that I made.
I chose to teach.
You could get £26,000 tax-free to train. Search Apply to Teach.
When EE said we're bringing our customers the new Apple Watch that works only on our network, I went, wow, what a gift. Let's go all out. At first, I saw marching bands, air displays, and winners of I'm a Celeb. Just because. But an Apple Watch that works only on our network, now that speaks for itself. Watch call, no phone on me. Must be on EE. Stand down, Sheeran, you're canceled!
The new Apple Watch works only on EE. Go all out.
Our Black Tag event is not so long, it stretches for 18 days, from the Friday before Black Friday to the Monday after Cyber Monday. That's how long it takes to cram in all the amazing deals. Save £200 on the Samsung Galaxy S8, now only $29.99 per month. Our longest Black Tag event ever. Carphone Warehouse, we compare, you save.
Cooey! Just popped in for some... Whatever's that?
Home insurance bill.
It's eating all your money.
Yeah, it keeps doing that. It's driving me bananas.
Don't go spare. As bills get fatter, is no matter, go compare. Their unbiased information could save millions across the nation. Before you go bananas, go compare.
The all-new Nissan Qashqai. Expect more with low monthly payments and 4.49% APR representative finance. Now available with up to £3,500 deposit contribution on selected grades with the Nissan Switch scheme.
Go to AO.com for the latest Black Friday deals. Save £100 on this large capacity candy washing machine, now only £219. Get our lowest ever price on this 43-inch 4K Toshiba TV, now only £279. And save £130 on this Nespresso by DeLonghi Latissima Touch coffee machine, now only £119. Don't miss out. Go to AO.com and get it delivered tomorrow.
Let's go.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
No goals at half-time in the derby madrileño. Lots of endeavour, plenty of perspiration, a little bit of inspiration perhaps needed. Real Madrid looking slightly the more attacking threat. But both the Madrid Giants kicking off tonight at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano, a yawning 11 points behind the league leaders Barcelona, who won 3-0 at Leganés earlier today. Mistake from Marcelo. Third minute of the derby here. And what a great chance, Jerry, for Angel Correa to give Atleti the lead.
Well, Varane's caught out of position. He toe pokes the ball straight into Angel Correa, and he's got to score, Kevin. He's got to put it over the advancing goalkeeper, hit the target. But that's a poor pass from Marcelo. Good play initially from Griezmann, and then you think the situation's been taken over. It's all under control. But Varane unexpectedly gives it to Angel Correa. I think he's got to score there.
Next glimmer of an opening also came Atletico Madrid's way. I've not seen a great deal of Saul in the first half, but it was his cross looking for Koke.
Well, it's a great ball, and Koke's movement's excellent. He's not waiting on the ball in the box, which I think a lot of Real Madrid players are doing. He's actually arriving into the near post, making a good run. Ramos is with him, and he steps over it, causes a problem.
And then rather unnecessary kick of the ball from Angel Correa onto the head of the stricken Karim Benzema. He's a little lucky to get away without a yellow card here.
It's a yellow card all day, Kevin. There's no necessity for that. Angel Correa should have got a booking for it from me, and he's been very fortunate. But that's the other side of the derby match that, you know, neither side wants to lose.
Clearest chance for Real Madrid, a lovely 1-2 between Toni Kroos and Cristiano Ronaldo. They cut away through. Atleti defence here should score.
Well, he's coming inside on his right foot, Kevin. The goal's opening up. All he's got to do is hit the target, and he doesn't do that. And then he asks for a penalty, which is not for me. Great initial play with Ronaldo and him, but his finish was poor.
Ronaldo then tried to test Oblak from prodigious distance. Goalkeeper making absolutely sure he got this wide.
Not sure it was close to the right hand post, Kevin, but yeah, he couldn't take a chance. Had to hit the target.
And then a lovely ball from Marcelo, finding his fellow Brazilian Casemiro with a header. Good defending from Lucas.
Brilliant defending from Lucas. Great header from Casemiro back into the danger area, and bravery from Sergio Ramos, the captain. Puts his head down into the danger area, but look, he's not favoured coming back. Lucas, he still sticks his foot up, gets his foot in the way, catches him on the nose, and another good chance, half chance for Real Madrid.
Hugely important game. Simeone and Zidane know that. Oh, it's going to take the second half to find us a winner.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
It doesn't matter where in Britain you live. Things, people, places, they're all moving forward all the time. how far we've come can't always be measured in miles. But from one generation to the next, we never stop heading that way. Introducing all-new Ford Fiesta. Together, we go further.
Bet Boost from William Hill lets you decide which odds you want to boost. All you need to do is select your market, go to your bet slip, hit boost, and then place your bet at the boosted price. Don't wait for enhanced or crowd-led prices. We're giving you your own bet boost every day to use on any sport. More choice, more control, and now available on Google Play. William Hill. This is more.
With the Health Lottery Quick Win, you can play the lottery and be in with a chance of winning huge jackpots every day. That's right, with the Health Lottery Quick Win, there's a lottery draw every 3 minutes, day or night. And the jackpot is always a whopping £25,000. That's over £12 million available in jackpots every day. It's easy to play any time online, and the tickets are just £1.
Try the Health Lottery Quick Win. Our next draw starts in less than 3 minutes.
When EE said we're bringing our customers the new Apple Watch that works only on our network, I went, wow, what a gift. Let's go all out. At first, I saw marching bands, air displays, and winners of I'm a Celeb. Just because. But an Apple Watch that works only on our network, now that speaks for itself. Watch call, no phone on me. Must be on EE. Stand down, Sheeran, you're canceled!
New Apple Watch works only on EE. Go all out.
Something up with your bike, son? No, Captain. It's as good today as it's always been. Logo board game. Do you know your brand?
You know when you're cooking and you go to check the recipe and, screen lock, sticky hands? Just ask, OK Google, what's the next step?
Now add eggs.
It's a little help at home, the Google way.
Now we're gonna find out what you're really made of.
Call of Duty World War II. Play map packs 30 days early. Only on PlayStation 4. For the players.
Be one with innovation. And embrace victory. Hangul Ta.
Let Sky Arts inspire you this November.
That was a message from me to America.
We uncover the amazing history of Rolling Stone magazine.
You took that photograph and ran it on the cover with no type. It said it all.
Man's suffering is unimportant if it's in the name of glory.
Lives torn apart in Tolstoy's masterpiece. Lavish drama, war and peace. And the pressure's getting to the contestants.
You have got a lot to do.
In Landscape Artist of the Year.
I need to go away from it because I can't see it anymore.
There's so much to inspire you all this November on Sky Arts.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
Look ahead to what's coming up in La Liga on Saturday. Note the early start there for bottom-of-the-table Malaga against another struggling team, Deportivo La Coruña. It's behind the red button, Sky Sports Football from 11 a.m. Now, the Espanyol-Valencia match from 3:10 starts on the red button, then goes on to the front of the Sky Sports Football channel. The remaining two games Saturday are on our dedicated football channel. 5:25, Las Palmas hosting Levante, and then Villarreal, attractive-looking game against struggling Athletic Bilbao at the San Mamés from 7:40. Monday, rounding off week 12, it will be Eibar against Real Betis. 7:55 on the Sky Sports Football channel. Last comes up and will be available sometime on Monday for you. Revista de la Liga every Tuesday with Guillaume Balaguer looking back on the previous weekend's fixtures and of course all the major topics from La Liga. You can also follow us on Twitter at Sky Revista. Well, no goals at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano, the new home for Atletico Madrid, Jerry. It's quite an arena, isn't it? Wonderful atmosphere.
Fabulous atmosphere, great stadium. And they're just bedding in. Kevin, it's obviously difficult when you haven't played at a new stadium and you have to make it your home, but when you've got a big support like they have, 60,000 plus, it is a good atmosphere. But they're going to need to get some big performances in the second half if they want to stay in the race and keep in touch with Barcelona. Both sides are under pressure, I feel, but I think Real Madrid's got into really good positions, and particularly on the left-hand side, and getting to the byline. We've seen it with Marcelo a couple of times as we look at Felipe going through a little bit of a warm-up. I wonder, will he be coming on?
Just back from injury, but Lucas Hernandez kept in the team. Atletico Madrid have a really important match here this coming Wednesday against their group leaders in the Champions League, Roma. Atleti have to win that.
They do.
To have any hope of finishing in the top two. They're somewhat distant of both Chelsea and Roma. Roma at the top on 8 points, Chelsea on 7, Atleti just 3. Real Madrid look like they're going to join Tottenham in the last 16. They go to Cyprus to play Apoel Nicosia on Tuesday. If Real Madrid win that, then they will finish in a qualifying place with a match to spare. And the players that we were looking at in terms of goal droughts, Ronaldo at club level, certainly not in the Champions League, but in La Liga.
Yeah, only the one.
And Benzema, they've not really had much of a sight of goal, nor to Griezmann. Looks like we're going to see Nacho. I wonder if Sergio Ramos might have a problem in returning here.
Yep.
Real Madrid got into some excellent positions in the first half, in behind both full-backs, but the final ball rather letting Zidane's team down.
Yeah, I just thought that Benzema and Ronaldo were actually already in the box when they should have been outside the box and timing the run to get into the box as the ball's coming in. And they had 3 or 4 really good opportunities to cut the ball back and have people coming on the end of it. It just didn't happen for them. So they've got to improve in that situation.
Moss almost certainly has a broken nose here and will not be returning for the second half. Nacho is going to replace him. That was where Ramos picked up that injury. Nacho now the partner for Rafa Varane.
He can do that job well, Nacho. He's played it before. He's very versatile, and he'll dovetail nicely, I think, with Rafael Varane.
Here's Carvajal looking for the run of Benzema. Real Madrid do have their top scorer this season in reserve, Marco Asensio. Everybody's still drooling about that goal just before the international break at the Bernabeu against Las Palmas.
It was sensational, Kevin, wasn't it?
Been in excellent form, Asensio. Just one change to this Atletico Madrid side from their last league game, a late Thomas Partey goal at the Riazor against Deportivo La Coruña. Koke coming in for Augusto Fernandez. Now we'll see, despite the fact our Spanish colleagues haven't taken Ramos out of that lineup, he is absent for the start of the second half. Nacho is on as his replacement.
Well, quick feed here from Ronaldo, wins the free kick. That's where he gets caught.
Here's Lucas. As I said earlier, his brother is a substitute for Real Madrid tonight. Be interesting to see them both out there on the pitch. Kroos. Ronaldo will find a way through the goal there. Thomas Partey. Given away to Marcelo. Isco. Poor touch from Benzema. This is Toni Kroos. Good run from Carvajal. Nice cutback as well. Ronaldo closed out of things. It's a nice touch though to Modric. Gabi in the way.
Oh, they're so good at getting their bodies in the way, Atletico Madrid. Great defending from them.
I know Simeone has been working assiduously from crosses, and he was spending a lot of time in the build-up to this derby working on his defence, defending crosses into the penalty area.
That's a poor final ball again from Karim Benzema. Just not going up front for them. Oh, well worked, Isco. Oh, he's unlucky there. Really is unlucky. He's toe poked it through the middle of his legs to take the ball off Saul. I thought that was a fair challenge, Kevin. He was unfortunate.
Gabi with the free kick. It's Gabi's cross. Should be easy for Casilla. Modric. Ronaldo. Marcelo. Toni Kroos. Isco. Modric. Carvajal trying to stretch that Atleti defence, and safely behind. Actually not gone behind for the corner off Juanfran, just a throw.
Well, it's good defending, Kevin. Juanfran in the right position and didn't even give a corner kick away, give a thrown away. They're still asking questions, Real Madrid. They've just got to find the final ball. That final ball, the telling pass that's going to open this really well organised Atletico Madrid defence.
Kroos. Isco. Casemiro. Real Madrid starting the second half strongly. This is Varane. Carvajal. Isco winning the corner.
They're still working to get a player in behind for the final ball to get in the byline, Kevin, and they've done it again. But look at how quickly they're being closed down by excellent defending from Atletico Madrid.
Isco with a corner. Can't beat the first man, Griezmann. So many times these days you see corner kicks failing to beat the first man, free kicks likewise. Here's Marcelo.
It's infuriating if you're a coach and you've been working on it in training. This is a break on now. Oh, good defending.
Correa losing out to Modric. Benzema. Toni Kroos. Marcelo for Ronaldo. Yannick Carrasco, whose attitude hasn't been 100% in the opinion of his coach Simeone lately. That's why he hasn't been starting some games. He too has had some injury problems this season, but could be a significant addition to this derby game, the Belgian international.
He's a match winner, Kevin. He can take on players fabulous on the ball. He scores goals and he creates goals. So he's a player that Real Madrid will have to be careful of. Casemiro has got caught, as has. He's going it the other way now, the referee. Oh, it's Gabby making the most of the situation. Oh, he comes straight through and then pretends he was hurt, Gabby.
Well, Carrasco has missed the last 5 games with a knee injury.
Well, that's interesting. He's taken Thomas Partey off and brought on Carrasco. So either Koke or Sal will go into the middle, and Carrasco will go on the wing. And he's great on the ball, Kevin. He's great to watch. A real entertainer.
Thomas Partey's been Atleti's most prolific scorer in recent matches, but I can see the reasoning behind it, to get an attacking player, genuine attacking player in Carrasco on and take off one of his holding players. As you said, Jerry, they've got versatility through those midfield areas, just to drop Koke into a more central area.
Either Koke or Sal can both play in the centre midfield position, and well, one in the battle here.
Sloppy from Nacho. Juanfran. Modric. Carvajal. Benzema neatly on to Dani Carvajal again. Godin thought about diving in and then trying to stay on his feet. The flag's up from the assistant on the near side. The referee reacted to his assistant's flag there.
Yeah. Do you know, he thought about it for a few seconds, didn't he? Let's have a look, say. Godin knows he's outpaced, and he goes to ground. He gets the decision. He's very fortunate.
Gabi. Not seen much of Atletico Madrid as an attacking force in the second half. Very little of it in truth in the first, but Real Madrid have dominated the ball since the break. Maybe Atleti feel it's their turn now to turn the screw. Here's Lucas Hernandez. Nacho's clearing header clears the penalty area. Good work from Koke. And now Saul.
Oh, it's an effort. He doesn't hit the target. He's not too far off it. He usually is better than that, Sal. And they really worked hard to win the ball back, Kevin. And when it comes to Sal, he takes a chance and puts it over the top.
Lucas. Varane could have gone back to Kiko Casilla, but he found the wide pass for Marcelo.
I thought that was the easy route, going straight back again, Kevin. That's a foul taken quickly.
Modric. Kroos beaten to that by an attentive Godin. Here's Nacho.
Closing down really well again, Atletico Madrid, not allowing them to come out with the ball. hoping they can make a mistake, pinch it off them, get themselves a goal.
Isco. Carvajal. Back with Isco. Marcelo's free. Still with the Brazilian international. There was loud claims there from Real Madrid. Referee shook his head.
I'd like to see that again, because the hand went up and it definitely blocked it, Kevin. It wasn't in a normal position, it was actually raised. I'd like to see it again.
Here's Casemiro. Isco. Modric. Marcelo. Benzema, the little touch off, looking for Modric. Dani Carvajal. Good work from Saul. Now a little bit of space to work in for Angel Correa. Griezmann to his left. Here is Antoine Griezmann. Bit of momentum gone out of the attack now. Real Madrid have regrouped. Lucas. Correa. Gabi. Lucas.
That's poor. Well, the door opened for them briefly and then it was closed very quickly as players got back. Now have a look at this, tell me what you think. Because it definitely caught him in the arm and his hands were up in the air. That's what I think's unusual about it.
Well, I think what gets him away, Jerry, I think it hits his side
first, yeah,
and then up onto his arm.
Yeah, referee obviously hasn't seen what we've seen, but there's a few appeals.
Turns out to be a good decision, actually. We've had the benefit of the replay. Referee, one look at that.
Northern Ireland didn't get the benefit of the replay, did they, Kevin?
Still not sleeping too well, Jerry, I suspect.
Oh, harsh.
It was cruel, wasn't it?
Cruel to lose that to a penalty like that, but...
An hour gone. Still stalemate in the first derby madrileño at the wonderful new Estadio Wanda Metropolitano. Atletico Madrid supporters still singing their songs, making this a wonderful atmosphere. You can but imagine what the noise will be like if they score. Here's Kroos. Isco. Carvajal. Isco. No foul. Seemed to go down in stages there. He stayed down, Isco.
First touch, poor. Goes out of play. No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to see that. Marco Asensio. Gabi flicks a foot and catches him, but only Isco knows how heavy the challenge was.
Kroos gets the better there of Gabi, but there's no further progress for Real Madrid. Juanfran. Saul has to be careful there, but saw Benzema coming. Lucas. Saul. Lucas Hernandez. Support from Carrasco. Koke. Plenty of red and white shirts forward here. Koke. Lucas. Correa into a really inviting area.
There's nobody there though. There was only two players in the box, Griezmann and Angel Correa.
Given away sloppily by Real Madrid. Here's Carrasco. Carvajal just scuttling the right side of Correa as he saw it. And it's good defending from Dani Carvajal.
Well, it's excellent play. Here's Luka Modric.
It's going to be a booking for Saul.
Real drive and run from Luka Modric, and he has to really manhandle. It's like a rugby challenge, wasn't it? It's the only way he was going to stop him. That's why he gets the yellow card. This is good defending from Carvajal. No.
Referee certainly having a word there as well with Angel Correa.
Yep.
Modric. Well, they don't normally do goalless draws, these two. It's usually a fixture that provides plenty.
We've already said a draw's no good to either side.
Handball against Isco.
Yep. Good position, referee. He said, no, I'd hit him up there. Umbro. The shoulder, he said. Umbro.
Juan Fran. Nacho sticking tight to Correa.
Oh, let's see what he's saying. Looks like it does hit him below the shoulder.
This is Correa. Just have to be careful there, Marcelo. Lost out to Saul. Certainly signs of Atletico Madrid seeing more of the ball in the last few minutes. Still, like Real Madrid, finding it difficult to break through. Defence is still very much on top. Here's Carrasco. Lucas. Yannick Carrasco again. Koke tries to release the Belgian international, cleared by Casemiro. Gabi. Juan Fran. Looks for Griezmann.
Oh, that's good goalkeeping, Casilla. Oh. Varane went down there.
Foul on Ronaldo, and Varane seemed to just fall awkwardly on the small of his back there. Sergio Ramos, who didn't appear for the start of the second half with a nose injury, looks like a broken nose for the Real Madrid captain.
I think it was Casilla's left knee that hit the back of Rafael Varane. That's what the problem was. Inadvertently caught him. Well, Lucas Vasquez and Asensio both warming up. Double change. Doesn't seem to be a good understanding between Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Since the injury problems for Gareth Bale. Ronaldo and Benzema. It's not a genuine front three.
Well, I think they lack that pace from Marco Asensio and obviously from Gareth Bale, because you've got players like that who run at defenders, and that's when they're going to cause a problem.
Here's Benzema. Referee rather in the way there of Casemiro. Saul. Just entering the final quarter of the match. Atletico and Real Madrid 11 points at kick-off time here in the derby, behind the early runaway leaders in the La Liga title race, Barcelona, who won 3-0 earlier today away to Leganés. 2 much-needed goals for Luis Suarez in that game. Well won here by Correa, and away by Varane.
Alrighty, good night.
Saul. Bit of space now for Lucas. Koke. Correa trying to pressurise Nacho, and the Atleti want a corner, and they get it.
Yep, linesman was very quick there to spot it. Came off the defender last. 2 or 3 wee mistakes by Real Madrid defensively, Kevin, in the last 5 minutes. All in their own defensive third. And this is a crucial stage now, coming into the last 20 minutes of the game.
Benzema's header finding a teammate in Kroos. Modric can't get to that, can he? Well, he did. Just in front of Koke, who sees a yellow card.
Well, he knew what he had to do. He couldn't let him go cleanly. Modric is there first, and then he catches him.
Isco. Game of precious few goal-scoring opportunities.
Yeah, it's been a real game of chess, Kevin. I'm just saying about the team that makes the fewest mistakes, but they're not gambling too much going forward. And again, I've seen very little from Karim Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo.
There's certainly a large element of fear out here tonight.
Yep, fear of losing. Both sides are frightened of losing, Kevin, but you have to want to win the game. You have to, if you want to win the league title, you've got to close the gap on Barcelona and Valencia.
You almost suggest that that's a game plan for Zidane and Simeone. Let's make sure we don't concede first and really have a go in the closing minutes. As we've said, a draw doesn't suit either of them.
No. Referee coming across here. Is he happy with the challenge from Lucas?
Seemingly so.
Simeone wasn't too happy. Oh, he stood on his foot. You can see there, he stood right on his instep of his foot. Well, he said he dived.
Wow. A certain amount of irony in that from Simeone.
That is really ironic from Simeone. I wonder, is David Beckham watching?
He had the best view in the house as well, right by his bootlaces there. Toni Kroos forced backwards to Kiko Casilla.
Savage is not taking any chances, is he? At the back, neither of them are. That's good play.
This is Carrasco. Gets away from Carvajal and then turns back into trouble.
He's got to be careful, Koke.
Well, Lucas Vazquez, Marco Asensio, Kevin Gamero, Fernando Torres, any one of that quartet could yet play a significant part in the derby. Suspect we're going to have another change or two shortly. But here now is Gabi, or rather Carrasco. Free kick, Real Madrid.
Casemiro's done really well there. Read the situation, picked his pocket, won the free kick. I thought he would have went with Asensio's pace or Lucas Vazquez's pace to try and unnerve them.
Nice touch from Benzema. Juan Fran showing good pace, still at the age of 32.
Toni Kroos might take this. Nope. Leaving it for Marcelo.
Isco. And to pick out Marcelo. This is Toni Kroos. Oblak can see that away, harmlessly out for the goal kick.
Well, I thought he was on to have a strike at goal, Kevin, and he hesitated slightly, took a touch, and then everything changes and he's got to go past someone to cross the ball in. I thought it was on. Just coming up here, there, that's when he could have had the shot with his left foot. And quick to close down, aren't they? Very quick. He dinks that one up straight over the top of the crossbar. No danger for Oblak.
A lot of frustrated players out here. Got one moment of magic and turn it all around, but nothing doing there for Ronaldo. On his worst start to a season for league goals since he was barely out of his teens in his first season at Manchester United, 2005-06.
Well, he's closed down very quickly. He's looking to get a first touch out from under his feet to get a strike at goal. He's closed down very, very quickly, and Real Madrid are going to make their the second substitution.
And a double change for Atletico Madrid. Going to see Asensio for Benzema for Real Madrid.
That doesn't surprise me at all, Kevin, I have to say.
Looks out of sorts at the moment. He's not alone. Kevin Gamero and Fernando Torres are going to come on for Griezmann's coming off.
Yeah.
There's Asensio, top scorer for Real Madrid with 7 goals this season. Griezmann being replaced here by Fernando Torres. And the other change, Angel Correa makes way for Kevin Gamero.
It's like for like, fresh legs. The only difference is Asensio knows where the back of the net is. Benzema really is struggling, isn't he? He's struggling in terms of confidence and goals.
Modric. Gabi. Good ball into the path of Saul, but Modric is there to cover. Isco
does well.
Niggling back was Juan Fran. And a yellow card now for the Atletico Madrid right back. So that's Juan Fran, Savic, Saul and Koke all on a yellow card now. Just the one yellow for Real Madrid shown in the first half to Dani Carvajal.
Fabulous, that outside hook turn and the close control from Isco was brilliant. Forces the foul from behind. That's what gets him the yellow card.
Carvajal. Isco making the run, covered all the way though by Savic.
It certainly was. Wasn't a great ball either. He was at full stretch, Isco trying to control it. Some view of this stadium, isn't it?
Oh, that's a wonderful shot, isn't it? Taken on now by Fernando Torres. Clever little pass. This is Gameiro. Great defending by Varane. Saves a certain goal, and the two Atleti substitutes nearly linking up for the opening goal.
Well, he's quick, Kevin Gameiro. It's taken quickly.
Missed by Casemiro. Carrasco peels for handball. Referee couldn't have had a better view. Corner only. Atletico Madrid so close to the opening goal through Kevin Gameiro. Carrasco with the corner. Up goes Godin. The referee sees a push in there. Free kick.
Let's have a look, see. Well, that's another one of those, Kevin. He's turned his back. He's so close to it. It hits him on the shoulder, back of his shoulder, not on the arm. It's not a penalty kick for me. Well, you know what he thinks. Well, this is a fabulous piece of play. Clever little outside hook flick from Torres, putting Kevin Gameiro clear. An excellent defending from Rafael Varane. That's what good defenders do. Get back on the line when your goalkeepers come out. And he sees Casilla coming out. He flicks it over the top of him, but there's two of them there. To be fair, Kevin, both he and Carvajal were in great positions.
Toni Kroos finding Dani Carvajal, heading towards the final 10 minutes of normal time. Lucas showing good strength. So too Modric. Here's Ronaldo. Marcelo. Juan Fran, who's already been booked.
He has. He has.
He had a nervy look at the referee there. That looked deliberate. And he's very lucky to get away without a second yellow here.
That was instinctive. He snuck the ball away. He grabs Marcelo and pulls him back. And Marcelo makes a wee bit of a meal of it as well, Kevin.
But 9 times out of 10,
that's
Jerry,
a yellow
that's
card.
A yellow.
It's a yellow card, and I think the referee's bottled it. Well, that's a strong challenge, but he wins the ball. Look at Modric right under the nose of the referee.
Ronaldo. Those familiar, purposeful steps backwards, 4 or 5 of them. Ready to wrap his right foot around this. Oh, it's a save that he'd expect to make. Oblak, good height. One for the cameras behind the goal. On target maybe though from Ronaldo.
That's what you ask when you're taking a free kick. Hit the target.
Marco Asensio will take the Real Madrid corner. Thought about playing it back to Carvajal, who's still in space. There's a little bit of shenanigans going on, which the referee is going to show a yellow card to Nacho. Well, pleading his innocence.
Somebody's gone down, but they do play at Kevin. You have to watch all of this. Well, it looks like Lucas. It is Lucas. And he gets booked as well. Both of them get booked.
Nacho and Lucas then in the book. Nacho is now suspended for the next Real Madrid league game at home to Malaga. Asensio with the corner. Flick on from Ronaldo. Now their turn to appeal for a penalty. Referee and his assistant on this near side not interested in that claim.
That's good play from the goalkeeper.
Tempo's risen again though. just like we thought, really. Both sides really striving now for the one goal that looks very likely it would decide it.
I agree, Kevin. Savage here happy to hammer it anywhere. His hands down by his side. I don't think that's a penalty kick. Gaudin, his hands is down and not an unusual position, and he's very close to the ball.
Not right down by his side, but his arm didn't move towards the ball, which probably saved him. Almost certainly saved him.
Still think the first one was probably the most likely, Kevin.
Seven minutes to go, plus stoppage time.
Well, it's a goal to winner now, isn't it?
Isco. They ganged up on him there very effectively. It's broken though for Real Madrid, rather fortuitous that for them. Here's Isco again. Marcelo. Savage with an important interception, otherwise that was through to Asensio. Gabi. This is Isco. Asensio for Ronaldo. Heavy first touch.
It was poor, Kevin. It wasn't heavy. It was an awful first touch. I thought he could have went straight and hit it. He could have hit it here. That's the shot. I think it was going wide, that one as well.
Toni Kroos will take this corner kick. Nacho and Varane. Both forward, as you would expect for this. Kroos finds only the head of Kevin Gamero. It's back out with Toni Kroos again. Gamero closes him well. Carvajal heading to the final 5 minutes. Appeals for handball. Casemiro. Real vehement claims there that it struck an Atletico Madrid arm.
The referee was in a good position, Kevin, I have to say.
Gabi. Too long for Torres.
Well, it's going to be a nervy last 5 minutes, Kevin. As I said, don't make any mistakes, because a vital mistake in the back could cost you the game. This is Isco.
Toni Kroos into a shooting position. Oh, and spilled by Oblak and helped out by Diego Godin.
Well, there was a bit of movement on that shot from Toni Kroos. Certainly moved in front of Oblak.
Isco. A win for either of these two wouldn't be enough to get them above Valencia, who've not played yet this weekend. But if we do have a winner, they'll be within 8 points. I say just to within 8, only 8, but it's rather better than the 10 if it ends as a draw. Godin in a vital position there for Atletico Madrid. It's a corner now to Real. Any goal now, almost certainly a winning one. Isco to take this corner kick. In goes Casemiro. It's catching practice for Oblak.
Well, Casemiro not happy with something. Godin trying to be the peacemaker, which isn't always the case.
Free kick given. Certainly some holding there by Torres on Nacho.
He fouled him, he's wrong side, he pulls him down. This is the one for the handball. It's not a handball for me.
Strikes him on the right arm, but there's no intent.
It's not a handball, Kevin.
Toni Kroos short of Asensio. Koke. Carrasco. No foul. Referee again well up with play to see that Kroos got a touch on the ball there. Here's Asensio. Now Marcelo. Little bit of a gap opening up. Big gap now for Ronaldo to win it. No. Great defending by Lucas.
I think he took too long. Again, Ronaldo. He took too long for me, Kevin. He allows the defender. I know the defender's done brilliantly to get across, but I think Ronaldo took up far too much time to get the shot off. There's a foul on Asensio here. He's body checked, and then Ronaldo takes an eternity to get the shot off.
Big touch out of his feet, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that allows the defender to come across. Give credit to Lucas for making up the ground, but should have got the shot off earlier.
Yellow card for Godin for dissent.
It's everybody in the back four now booked, isn't it?
All bar Lucas. Modric with the corner. Godin's header finds his captain Gabi. 90th minute now. Two Madrid giants if it stays this way.
Don't rule out Valencia, Kevin.
No. No, they've rejuvenated under new coach Marcelino this season. And now a long experience of this league, Jerry. It's always a better league when Valencia are strong.
Yes.
Remember those two title-winning seasons under Rafa Benitez. 2 minutes of stoppage time. It's an awkward one for Gamero. Modric can see Carrasco, but it's rolled through to Asensio. Carvajal. Ronaldo. Lovely ball to Dani Carvajal.
Oh, he's unlucky.
It's well read actually by Savic. Just a throw.
There's been no nonsense defending from Savic and Godin today.
Well, I can remember Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid games where we've had enough chances to have enjoyed in half a dozen games, but this one, defences have largely been on top. Best chance of the second half falling to Atleti and Kevin Gamero in the last 60 seconds now. Marcelo. Free kick against Asensio.
Well, he's asking why, Asensio. Look at the ground he makes up, Captain. He's come at least 10 or 12 yards. I think it could have been a great opportunity for Real Madrid.
There's been one or two moments tonight like that for Ronaldo. His confidence has gone in front of goal. It really has. There's been times in recent games where he's been forcing the issue as well in his quest to add to just one La Liga goal this season. Ronaldo stays on one. Griezmann's drought extends to 8 games. A lot of players out of form, and one or two of them staying well and truly out of form tonight. Defences, as we've said this evening at the Wanda Metropolitano, largely on top. would have been a different story and perhaps a more open encounter if Correa had scored in the 3rd minute with a golden opportunity. The best chance for Real Madrid really fell for Toni Kroos in the first half. That late opportunity for Ronaldo, still beating himself up about it too. Final score, and they don't do this very often in the Derby Madrileño at the Wanda Metropolitano. It's Atletico Madrid 0, Real Madrid 0. Well, here is that early chance, Jerry, for Angel Correa. First a mistake by Marcelo, and then another mistake coming up here from Rafa Varane.
Yeah, it's compounded by the second mistake. You think the situation's been retrieved, but Rafa Varane toe pokes the ball into Angel Correa's path, and he should have just dinked it over the goalkeeper and put it in the back of the net. And that was the best opportunity of the game, Kevin.
Real let off this for Real Madrid, only the 3rd minute of the game. This is Real Madrid's best chance, and it fell for most unlikely figure. Toni Kroos worked this very well with Ronaldo.
Yeah, but doesn't hit the target. He's inside the box at what, 8-9 yards out, Kevin, and he misses the target again, and he's looking for a free kick or a penalty kick, and I don't see it. He should have hit the target and might have won the game.
Well, deep into the game now. This is where we thought the two substitutes were linking up for the opening goal. Torres to Gamero, but Varane there to save the day for Real Madrid.
I love the fact that Varane and Carvajal both run back onto the goal line. And there's Kevin Gamero. He's only on the park a second. He lobs it over the top of the advancing Casilla, but you can see the two defenders getting back to clear that one off the line.
Inside the final 5 minutes now. Toni Kroos stinging the hands of Oblak, who nearly spilled it into the path of Ronaldo.
Well, it was a good strike from Toni Kroos. You can see the ball moves an awful lot, and Oblak, well, uncertain, and pushes it downward. And good following up from the central defender, captain.
Real Madrid then found some space with Marcelo, even more of it for Ronaldo, but denied in the end by Lucas.
Well, great defending from Lucas, but I just think that Ronaldo took too long to get the shot off.